A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Or not.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Start at the beginning with the house, please. Can we, audio. Turn the music down to about there. Okay. Guess we want to be able to still hear, like, the dialogue, but...
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Well, why not? Okay, but it reminds me of the Weasleys.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, apparently that didn't work out well. That is a pretty cool mailbox, though.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Can we just sit here and listen to the water? It's
In a
very
will,
soothing.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Which path do we take? Let's go crazy and go off the beaten path. We might regret this.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
But I hear frogs and the water, and there are a lot of missing posters, missing persons posters. Okay, so we come out the same place we would have if we had taken the other path. It looks
The
like
house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Well, I feel like this won't go anywhere.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Why? Milton Finch can finally read it.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Perhaps it had.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Okay. Apparently we're climbing in
Crawling
through
through
the
the doggy
door.
door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first
Wasn't
time
that
in
convenient?
years, I felt like I was home.
Okay.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In loving memory, Louis Finch, December 27th, 1988 to November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Memorial service, Finch Family Cemetery. 2141 Fireweed Road. So Dawn and Edith and Edie and Louis. Okay.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I'd get sick of eating salmon. I'd get sick from eating salmon.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
I mean, there are worse things to eat.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Wow.
It was like a bomb
No
had gone off,
cleaning?
killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Man, this place is quiet.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I mean, I haven't found anything that's too much of anything here. Except the silence. There's way too much silence.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Interesting.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Aww. Well, that's just sad and depressing and...
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
No, that's a little weird. Not gonna lie. Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, but those portraits are creepy. The silence in this house is creepy. Some interest. Why is this door open? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Well, I guess we're going in the open room?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Found it.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Interesting.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Okay. Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's funny.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
You kind of have.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
But I'm hungry.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Well, that's good, because he probably wouldn't have tasted very good.
I kept eating and eating.
Did she just eat all of the toothpaste? That's not good, honey.
I ate a lot of things that night.
You really shouldn't be eating.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow
birdie.
going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where'd it go?
I jumped and I almost got her.
What am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be jumping on? I'm trying!
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I
Where'd she
gobbled her
go?
up.
Okay. Gobble gobble.
Suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Here's the rabbits.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then
This
I
is
flew
a little
off to find
dark.
something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Bigger. Where? Where? I missed. Missed. This might take a while. There we go. Got it.
She was almost too big to carry.
I'm not
I
much of a
started
hunter.
choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
I'm not gonna do it. No shark songs. Ow. You are in a seriously bad place to be a shark.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Where are the fat, juicy seals? There it is. Oh, up. I'm a bad shark. Did I get it? No? How did I not get it? Ooh. How did I not get it? There it is. Oh, come on.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This little girl is kind of creepy. Also, I am horrible. This poor seal.
Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Ugh. I'm not okay with this one. idea how to do this.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Nope. I am making a mess out of this thing. Where are you going? There we go.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Real quiet as I'm like throwing things at these people.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Great. I'm still this
I slithered onto the sand, and the
giant
good smell went into an old pipe.
snake.
I got closer and closer.
This is her room.
All of my stomach started growling.
All of them?
And
Every last
suddenly,
one of them?
That was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So she got eaten by a giant snake. Yeah, I don't know that I believe that either.